Hey guys, so I thought today I would just bring it along as I get ready for church. I'm already dressed because you don't need to see that. But I thought I would just show you a little bit. I think I've covered some of it before. I don't wear a lot of makeup, but this is basically my foundation, okay? It's the BB Pure Skin Clearing Beauty Balm. So, and then this one has salicylic acid in it, which fights acne. So this is sort of like my go-to for that. My hair's still wet from my shower, but give me a second. I'm just gonna put my hair back for a sec. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Pull this up. And this is where I usually, I'm gonna take this. That's too small. Grabbing a blanket. I've had one too many times where I got this like suddenly drop or something on my skirt, so I'm covering that. Anyway, this one is on like its last leg, but it has been for like a month. I have another one, but every time I think this is going to be out, it's not. So here we are. A little bit goes a long way too, especially if you're super pale like me. I think this has finally actually reached its last leg. So there we go. And open a new leg. And there we go. And I just use my fingers. So, okay, so I go to a singles ward. Admittedly, I don't particularly like singles wards. And I don't know if it really has anything to do with the fact that, like, anything. Other than I just am not very social. And the whole point of a singles ward is to be social. So, as someone who much rather just go sit in church and listen to people talk about the gospel, I struggle a lot with singles wards, which want to, you know, encourage everyone talking to each other, and I sound so bad. I promise I'm not like antisocial. I just, when it comes to gospel stuff, to me, I just want to be there for the gospel. And it's unfortunate that church drains me so much. I've got to get better lighting. This room is always so super dark. I just realized, hold on, my curtains are closed. No wonder it's even darker in here than usual. I forgot to open them. Outfit. I don't know if that makes a difference. But I opened them. So, there we go. I don't know. And then I have these. I just wipe my hands on them. I'm not doing this in the bathroom. This is in my room with a mirror. So I usually just wipe it. I had it here. We're gonna put a little bit on my neck. I don't usually do that, but I'm like weirdly breaking out on my neck. So we're gonna do that. The color is a little tiny bit off right now because it's winter. I'm just coming off winter, so I'm like another shade paler than I usually am, which just is not great, but it's fine. See, this thing here, love it, I do, but I don't think it goes with what I'm trying to accomplish in this room, so I might not keep it for very long. I've been talking to my mom about putting shiplap on the back here, because she's like farmhouse aesthetic, and I'm more coastal, but those kind of intersect. So that's what I'm thinking, is do that so there's more character on the back of the wall there. And then I'm thinking some sort of art piece. I'm not really sure, like wicker baskets or something that just is a little less bohemian and more coastal. And yes, I categorize those as two different things. So now blush. I only own 2 blushes. This Rare Beauty one that I got sometime, and this Maybelline one that I've had for literal years. But we're gonna use this. It just lasts forever. Blushes last forever. How do they ever expect you? Here, I think I shifted. There we go. So I don't know how they expect you to ever go through blush when you only need this tiny, 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 tiny amount. You can't even see it. Like, it's just dusting. But it goes a long way. At least it does when you just want a little bit of your color added back in to your face. Hold on. So, yep. Sorry, I can't really talk very well when I'm doing blush. Now, I will tell you right now, I'm not putting on mascara. And that's because I think like my eyes must be super sensitive, because every time I want mascara, I end up having like major issues. Like they are super itchy, or they, like for the longest time I had like what we think was eczema on my eye and like eyelid, and I finally got it to like be manageable and like you can't tell anymore. So, but I say we because I talked to my mom about it, but I think it's from mascara. So I will no longer be wearing mascara. I did go and get my eyelashes tinted and curled, and I loved it. I cannot afford to do that right now, but I want to. I want to go back and do it again because it looked so good and it didn't bother my eyes at all. So I got to have the mascara look without having all the mascara problems that my eyes have somehow developed. Okay, there's that. Now, for lips, I don't really have lipstick. Right now I actually have this one lipstick that I stole from my mom for something. I don't really use it, so I'm not going to. I do need to do a little bit of eyebrow though. So I don't really know how to do makeup, never have, so I just kind of go in really lightly just to fill in some of the gaps. Also usually to just bring back the color from accidentally maybe getting some of the foundation on it. So yeah, that is that's really it. That's what I do for makeup. But I did want to show you. So I have a really, 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 really hard time paying attention in church, and it's just because I'm a fidget person. I have to be doing something with my hands or have something that pulls my focus to what they're talking about. I especially have a hard time in church because church gives me a lot of anxiety right now, especially in a singles ward. I am just always anxious. So I decided to help me. I put together a church bag that has all the physical things. So I shouldn't be using my phone at all. But I have this little guy on a keychain. Isn't he adorable? So I have that. Then I got a little tiny water bottle. So I have water or other things that I might want, like hot cocoa. It is a thermos, so in the winter I could do that. So there's that. I have a little nail care set thing because I discovered your nails can break at any given point, and I'm trying to keep them. See, you can see here, they were growing so well, and then I broke one at work. So I'm trying to not cut the other ones short to match because I usually do that because it bugs me. Then I got these like cute little, they're tissue packs. They have these cute little flowers on it. And there's a bunch of different colors, but this is the one I'm putting in here because it matches my color scheme in here. Okay. And then I have this little thing. This is my pad pack. So this is what I put my little pad in if I'm on my period. I'm not currently, so I actually probably leave that at home. So that's gonna stay there. Then I have a notebook to take notes. I'm going to try to take notes in church again. So, notebook. Then if I really am struggling, I have a little word search. Coastal themed, tiny. But, yeah, so I have that. And then I have all the stuff to do, like some pencils. I have, oh look, I can use this. This is my fancy looking lipstick chapstick. So, ooh, that's nice. I haven't used it yet, so there we go. Kind of smells waxy, but not like chemically, just wax. So there's that. I have this hand cream because my hands get super dry. This is called Ocean Air. Admittedly, it does smell a little bit like ocean air. Not the fishy ocean air, just like the salty ocean air with like aquatic stuff. Yeah, that smells good. So I subscribe to Scentbird. That's probably the weirdest connection. Sorry. The smell. So I have a bunch of perfumes, and I really like it, mostly just because I love to smell all the different things. So I have a bunch, and one of my favorite is actually called By the Sea, and I really like this one. That's by the Memoir Archives, but I really like this one. So I'll probably put that on before I leave. My other favorite one currently right now is Flower Stand, which is just also really pretty kind of floral thing. And then I got colored scriptures. So they're this light blue. I need to open them so that I can actually read them in church. So give me a sec. We're gonna be extra careful. The scissors. Okay. Whoop. Oh, that's loud. Maybe not to do, but it is here. Alright, here we go. So this one is the Book of Mormon. It's the triple. So So it's Book of Mormon, Dr. Kevin's, and Pearl of Great Price. So that, and then this is the Bible. That's for that. Okay, how do I get into this one? Yeah. Woo. This is proving to be a lot harder. There we go. Okay. So there's that. So that's what's in my scripture bag. So basically it's just my scripture bag, church bag. So scriptures, so I don't have to pull out my phone to look at them. And I'm super glad that these are tabbed, because it is really hard to find it. I'm not good at remembering where they are. So there's that. So I have those in there. Got my stuff there. Notebook. Pocket word search. You just love that sound. Or let me just. Love that sound. Little book. Then water bottle with tissue pack and those like that. And then this. Still trying to get this so it stays pretty flat. Maybe we'll just, there we go. That's better. Okay. And put that in. I also got another keychain. It's really pretty. That has it's like a little shell on it, like a clam shell. It has a little pearl glued on one, but it clacks around too much for church. So this is the only one I put on this. I put the other ones in my car keys, so they'll go in here as well. But yeah, so there's that. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a smidgety shorter of a video, because I've got to actually go get some breakfast and head over to church. And yeah, but that was the stuff that I got. I will have to show you, I got a bunch of stuff from ThredUp as well. I'll have to show you guys that soon. I'm debating whether or not I wait, because I've actually ordered it multiple things separately. So I got a bunch already, but the other ones haven't come yet. So I'm trying to decide, depending on how long those take, I might show you what I got now and then show you again later, or I'll wait and just do it all together in like one big haul. So yeah, if you have any questions about where I got anything, Amazon. But I will put some links in the description below as well, so that if you want to get any of these things, you can, including the little cute teddy bear keychain. So I'll put all those. The colored scriptures are from Deseret book, so that's where they're from. These are blue. It comes in pink, a really dark green, and sort of like a brownish red as well. So then of course the just normal black that like the church creates, which can also be found at Deseret book. So that's those. I'm just gonna put this on. Does anyone actually know how to put on perfume? Because I always just kind of like here and then like here, and I don't know if that's the best way to do it or a good way. It could be a really terrible way to put on perfume, but that's what I do. So really love this. Anyways, that's that. I've got to get going so I can eat breakfast, but it was really good talking to you guys. Okay, that was my finger. Alright, well, bye. I'll see you guys again.